It's your girl Ashley. If you're new to my channel, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this look. It is a full face get ready with me. For the eyes, I did use this Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. So if you have it, take it out and let's get ready. No fancy lights or microphone today. I'm actually getting ready because I need to go out, so I need to hurry up. So it's going to be Speedy Gonzalez. También se escuchan música in the background. I'm sorry, my neighbors are blasting music. Please, YouTube, don't copyright me. It's not even your girl doing it. But I'm going to use the Louise Base Pro. This is in the shade Rumor 02. And we're just going to put that all over our ojitos as a good base. So I zoomed you in more so we can get, closer. So I'm going to be using this Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is what it looks like. I know that their palettes are, really expensive. But yes, I have Clorox right there, girl. We're trying to be clean. I know that their palettes are kind of expensive, but they're really cute. And, of course, the neutrals, you can't go wrong with them. This is going to be a very, easy and simple, messy eyeshadow look. This is what I love to do, especially on those days that I'm trying to, Speedy Gonzalez. So, I'm using this Anastasia. This is the A25 brush, and I'm going to grab the color Create, which is this one right here. And this one, we're literally just going to place it all over the eye. This is going to be messy. I kind of want to recreate the look that I did for my happy birthday post. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure to do so. But basically, I created that look using my bronzers. But because I'm creating this look for you guys, I'm not going to do that. I want to use a palette. That way you guys can kind of, use the same colors as I do. But I'm just applying this mainly on the crease, on the outer part, but then also all over the eye. You see, creating definition first and then kind of buffing it everywhere. Now we got our eyes looking a little bit smoky, but now we're going to go in and grab the color Smoke, which is a darker brown. So I went in with Create, which is a little bit more gray tone-like and cool tone, and now we're going in with Smoke, which is a little bit more warm. With the same A25 brush, again, just go in. I like to focus more on the outer part of the eye, the darkness, and then whatever's left, kind of smoking it everywhere. Because these are just going to blend all together. Because I'm not going to be using any light shade to go all over the eyelid. This is going to be our smoky look. So you don't have to be extremely precise, which is nice. You're not going to have to cut the crease, which is also nice. And not time consuming at all. I think this is a great look for those that are still playing with eyeshadow, or that if you're in a rush, girl, this is the go-to look. Now with this Anastasia A10 brush, it doesn't have anything. I'm just going to go ahead and buff out the outer edges. That way they're not harsh before we apply a transition shade. Do you see how easy and smoky that looks? It's kind of effortless. And I love that for us. With the same A10 brush, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the color called Transition, which is this one right here. It's going to be Perfecto. I always like to apply some eyeshadow on the brow bone. I just feel like it just connects the whole look together. That way it's not eyeshadow and then your brow bone. And, hey girl, I got no product on me. So I like to do that. Now with the Morphe M508 brush, it's a very small detailed brush. I'm going to go ahead and grab the color called Lash Line, which is perfect because every single color I've been using, it's exactly where I want to place it. So Lash Line, which is, this one right here, I'm going to use that to apply on my lash line. That's going to kind of create my eyeliner, and now when I apply my lashes, it is going to blend. So literally just as close to your lash line as possible. I hope that you guys can kind of see that on camera. Just apply it. And then also blending it so that way it looks a little smoky. But we are going to do a wing effect with this. But I always like to just start off with the line on the lash line and then wing it out. Now we're going to do kind of that wing effect. Sorry, I need to concentrate. So I like to do the line first and then slowly create that wing. And I know it looks crazy right now, but then we're going to clean it up. Now with a clean Q-tip, I personally like to just clean it out that way. I usually don't film a full face because it takes me so long, but I use the Colourpop foundation. This is the No Filter, and I've actually been loving this one so much. This is in Light 50W. Literally, it's been my go-to foundation for a couple weeks now. And I like to use my sponge. It is damp, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And yes, I have a monster. I decided that they wanted to come out today. And it's like, okay, we're just going to work with it. We're going to give it your moment, girl. We're going to give it to you. Now we're going to correct the under eyes. I'm using this NYX corrector. This is in the color medium. Now, I did not bring my foundation all the way down to my neck because today I'm going to be wearing a turtleneck. So I don't want to feel like that makeup on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just blending this out with my finger. I did have to use an N95 mask yesterday at work all day. And my nose here hurts so freaking bad because they're so tight. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining because I feel safe for wearing it. But bless my soul, girl, because it hurts so bad. Time for concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This has been my go-to, okay? And this is in the shade Light Beige. I like it because it's not super light, but it's not dark. I just like it. And I'm going to blend it one by one because I feel like it kind of dries out very fast. It kind of has a matte finish to it, but I still powder because I have a textured skin, and I feel like when I powder my face, it just smooths it out way better than anything. Now, I personally love to contour my face, and I just have a big-ass forehead, so I really need to cover that. I'm using this Maybelline Age Rewind. This is in 105 Warm Olive, so I apply it all over my forehead. I know that you guys are probably bothered because my hair is in the way, but what can I say? And I like to put some on my nose, and then some on my cheeks. Have you guys seen that TikTok trend where like you put kind of like 2 balls on your cheeks and then you blend it out? I have, and it works pretty well. I'm using the Fenty brush. This is the 125, and I just buff that in. And then I do go over this with powder as well. So just blend, blend, blend. My dad is cooking right now, right? And I started hearing music again, and I was tripping because I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up the music that my neighbors are playing, but I was like, that's not the kind of music that my dad was like would listen to. So I was really tripping out, but then I realized it was coming from my neighbors. But it made me laugh for a second because I was like, why is he listening to me criminal? Muy criminal. I've been loving this liquid blush. This is from Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade Hope. Now, I think this is a very pretty blush color. Now, with this one, you have to be very careful because it is super pigmented, and then a lot comes out. So, literally, I just do 1 and 1, and then we blend that out. I mean, I'm not a huge blush girl either, so maybe some of you are, so it's up to you. But then I just use my beauty blender to blend that out. Now, time to set everything. I'm using this Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Foundation in 150. I just like to use this like powder buff, and then, well, I forgot what it's called, like a powder puff. And I like to set my whole face, literally. And then it also gives me more coverage too when I do that. I know you guys can see little Ronaldo over here. But yeah, I just like to focus it all over my face, and avoiding a little bit the under eye because then I use a different powder for that. But set everything, girl. For me, some people like it, some people don't, but for me, for oily skin and for texture, like, this is the only way. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using this Airspun, which I haven't used in a while. I was reading my comments and somebody brought this up again. I was like, oh girl, I forgot that I had that. This is in translucent, and basically I'm just going to grab again my sponge and go over my under eyes because your girl got wrinkles under her eyes like, you know what, I just need to give them away. But make sure to blend that before setting. And then I just put a little bit, but then I tap some of it on the cap. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like how to show you at the same time. Literally, I do this. I'm sorry if the camera goes focus and in focus and all that. And then I set my under eye. This is with it being set, and this is without. Do you see how I feel like it gives me more coverage? It kind of helps because I have this like dip underneath my eye. So personally, I just like the way that my face and my makeup looks like when I powder. Now I'm going to grab my Hoola bronzer. It is a goodie. It's an oldie but goodie. And again, I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit more using the powder. Not too much, nothing too crazy. Just kind of go over it a little bit, especially on the cheeks because it's not too much. You see how it's very subtle. So I'm going to define it a little bit more with the powder. I could have done a little bit more blush with the liquid, but I didn't. So I'm going to go with some powder. This is the MAC and Patrick Starrr collection in Take Me Home. This is what it looks like. And I'm using this Morphe JH04 brush. I'm just going to tap a little bit and then just apply it on my cheeks very lightly. I did go ahead and film the eyebrows off of camera because they're a whole process to do. And now I'm going to go back with the palette and I'm going to grab the color Smoke, which is this one. And we're going to go ahead and start smoking out the lower lash line. So with the Morphe M508 and Smoke, I'm going to apply that close to my under waterline to smoke it out. This brush did have a little bit of that lash line color that was really dark that made our eyeliner. So that can be a reason why it looks darker too. Because Smoke is a little bit more warm and the lash line color is a little bit more like cool tone dark. Now with this Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to grab Create and I'm going to use that to buff out the waterline and smoke it out. I'm going to go ahead and leave the eyes like this. Usually I always apply like an inner corner highlight, but I'm fighting myself right now not to. But if I would, I mean, there's quite a few options on this palette that's very beautiful. So you got, for example, this one that's called actually Inner Corner. I think that one's beautiful. Or this one that is called Center Eyelid. Or also this one that's called Inner Corner. So what I do like about this palette is if you're new to makeup, it's definitely going to help you because it tells you, like, they are labeled in the sense of where you apply them in your eye. You know how sometimes you get some eyeshadow palettes and they're called like Lily and it's called like dog or whatever. This one is based on where it actually goes on the eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes. So I'm just using, what is this even? This is a thing from, oh, this is Kevin Aquan. This is the Kevin Aquan eyelash curler. So I'm just curling my lashes. I'm using this Revlon mascara. This is the So Fierce Big Bad Lash in the color Black. So I'm just going to coat my lashes and get them ready for some falsies. Now with the Dual Glue, which is the green one. When I say green one, it's because the label itself is green. Look, I love this one so much because it has an applicator. And I just love applying my lashes this way because they stay. So basically, this is kind of like an eyeliner, right? So sorry if I get out of focus. I really need to get in there. I'm just applying a line on my lash line because that is where the lash is going to go. The lashes that I'm going to be using are from Beauty Creations and this is in the style Confidential. So I'm just going to pop that onto the lash line and just place it. Honestly, I don't even know where this is from. Oh, this is from Ulta Beauty. This is right there. I cannot apply my lashes without this. This is like my lifesaver. So ignore the fact that you can still see a little bit of the glue because they're still drying, but we need to move on because, girl, I gotta go. So I'm using the MAC Black Eyeliner and I'm gonna apply that on my top waterline. I like to do that because it helps with the lash line and the lash band so that everything blends nicely. Now it's completely up to you if you also want to apply the black eyeliner on your bottom waterline. That's going to create a very smoky look, but I love to just apply the nude one on my bottom waterline because I hope that that opens up the eyes. Did I make sense? I like the fact that it opens up the eyes, so just like that. Do you see the difference between this one and this one? I just like the way it looks. And then when I apply mascara on my bottom lashes, it just blends very well. Now mascara on the lower lashes. I love to apply mascara on my lower lashes because I feel like I have decent ones. And it just kind of helps blend like the big lashes on top and then we got some lashes on the bottom. So like I feel like it's a balance. Now time for the lips. Very simple of me. I'm just going to align them and fill it in with a NYX lip liner. This is in the shade Nude Beige. And just like how my eyes are not even, my lips are not even too, So here is the final look. We are all done. You see, it kind of goes with this like mustard-like shirt. Now, I really like the way this came out. I have to get going like right now. I'm not so happy with my hair. I feel like it's not really doing much for me, but it's understandable. I washed it today. I had to blow it dry and all that stuff. So it's not really holding up the curls. I just brushed it out right now. But yeah, so here's like a quick little fit. I have my mustard shirt. I have this like harness situation. skirt, and then can't show you right now because there's no room, but I have some knee-high boots, some tights, a skirt. So I have to get going like right now. So anyways, I hope you guys like this look. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, hit that bell button to get notified when I upload a new video. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Whew, that's a mouthful. And what? You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!